Well, let's talk about Manchester United on Match of the Day 3 then with Alan Shearer and Phil Neville. You've done an extended piece on the BBC Sport website about United's performance against Spurs. If people can't be bothered to read it, what did you say?
Well, I think the crux of the article was three things, really. One, a couple of individuals, Jones and Herrera. I think Jones is in probably his best moment as a Man United player. If you look at the start of the season, I actually forgot that he was a Manchester United player. When you see Smalling, Bayer, Daley Blind playing Rocco, he was probably fifth choice. He's played well in the last 7 games, and come back to me in March, April, if he's still playing to this level, then I'd say that he's probably fulfilling his potential. Then there's Herrera, who I think is an unsung hero. First name on the team sheet, I think, at the moment. It's the one that covers every blade of grass, is the one that covers all the holes when Pogba vacates. And the last one, I think United are heading in the right direction. I think they're playing a better brand of football than what we've seen for a long time.
Are you seeing a progression?
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of improvement today, I thought. Big performances from Phil Jones and Rojo. When you consider the opposition they were up against, Harry Kane, Eriksen, Dele Alli, Son, they didn't give them a kick. They didn't give any of them a sniff all game. And they were brilliant, particularly defensive areas, which have been questioned in the past.
Forget what it means for the league table and the race for the top 4, race for the title, whatever it is. Psychologically, how important was it that they held on to the 1-0 win, given what has happened to them in recent weeks?
Confidence, it'll give them their belief, because we've sat here, if it hasn't been us, it's been other pundits, criticising them for not finishing games off and being punished in the latter stages of the games. So they needed the result today. They needed to hang on at the end, and they did that. And there'll be a lot more belief within the football club at this moment in time.
Yeah, and that includes fans as well, doesn't it? I mean, we were only watching in the office, but you could sense a slight nervousness maybe around Old Trafford for the last 15 minutes.
The last 15 minutes when he started making substitutions, your first thought was, oh, they're hanging on. There's a little bit of tension from everybody. They've won a big game, which I think is important for Jose Mourinho. And look, they're playing in a better style. Mkhitaryan's made a big difference. I think he's found his best team. I think that's the most important thing. I think there was lots of permutations. Who's best playing with Pogba? Who's going to play on the right? I think he's actually found his best team with the right players in the right positions. Finally,
this may be a ridiculous question, but was it good management to bring Fellaini on for the last 45 seconds or a minute? And by that I mean just to kind of get it out of the way.
I was panicking.
Yeah, I know. But after what happened last week, do you know what I mean? Just to sort of...
You're right, it was a stupid question.
All right, brilliant. You know those other pundits that you were talking about who sit there? I'd much prefer them to you two. Another Match of the Day 3 next week, maybe without these two.